What is up everyone, teacher Mike here, and once again we're gonna review students speaking. I'm gonna give them a score, I'm gonna give them a review, and you can take this speaking as an analysis for you so that you can improve your speaking score as well. We have done this for task 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are now doing this for parts 6, 7, and 8 in the next videos. By the way, if you're enjoying these videos, let me know in the comments because I can make a lot more of them and then you can always learn more. So let's jump right into this, but not before we do our quick introduction. Hey everyone, teacher Mike here, and if you don't know me, I'm the teacher and founder at ExpressPrep.ca, where we help immigrants like you become residents in Canada by getting an awesome score and improving your English. I got CLB12, the maximum score on CELPIP myself for my PR. Now I help you do the same. Let's jump right into this.
Hey Janet, I am glad that I'm gonna see you soon. I know that you were trying to arrange this trip for a while. 1 year, wow. So I understand that you would like to stay to my place. Unfortunately, I am afraid to tell you that won't be possible.
Some things are good, some things are bad here, so let's fix everything. First of all, I want to make the introduction always quicker. So the worst place to be is the introduction. I want to use the introduction, the first 5 to 10 seconds, to speak fluently and clearly. In this situation here, I would rather she would have something not memorized. That's not what we want to do. We don't want to memorize a sentence, but we want to know a structure that we're going to use so that we don't have to think too much in the introduction. So I would rather that this person go straight into the situation. It's like, hey, I understand you want to stay at my place. Unfortunately, I can't. By the way, if you haven't done task 6 is the task where the CELPIP presents you with 2 choices. You have to choose one, and you basically have to give someone bad news, basically, because CELPIP will give you 2 choices, but in those 2 choices, you're going to have to say something to someone that they would probably disagree. In this case, you have a person who wants to stay in your apartment during a trip, right? So, and then you have to say, hey, you can't stay in my apartment. Basically, that's it. So we can see here that she's trying to say this, but it takes too long to get to the point, and the beginning is too stuck, and that's what we want to avoid here. So that's something I would work. The other thing is I don't like the preposition used. Stay to my apartment, stay at my apartment or my house. It's of course very important to use the right preposition there.
First of all, I am sharing my apartment. It's a bachelor apartment with my classmate David. So it's not enough space for 3 persons around.
This is pretty good, but notice how this person sounds nervous or not clear on what the message is. So let's make sure we know the message. The message is that the apartment is small. If I know that the message is that the apartment is small, I can make this message more clear without repeating too many times the same word. Like, I'm sharing my apartment, the apartment is small. I want to avoid this repetition, and I want to make my message more clear. So what I would do is I'll say, first of all, this apartment is just a bachelor with 1 bedroom. There's no space for all of us, and actually we share this apartment right now with David, my classmate from school. I'm saying the same thing, but notice how I'm making the message a lot more clear because I know what the message is, so I just have to expand on this message. Something that this student may be doing is that they're not thinking about their points before. I want to use the preparation timer of the CELPIP speaking here, not to think about everything I have to speak, but at least of the points I'm gonna give. So if I have this friend who's coming to my apartment and I don't want them to come, I want to think about at least 2 good reasons why I don't want them to come. So in this case, the first one is the size. So I know, okay, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the size. And then before I start speaking, I also should think about the second thing I should be talking about. So let's see what it is.
Secondly, the expenses right now are higher than usually, you know.
Expenses. Okay, so point 1 is size of the apartment. Point 2 is expensive. And that's totally fine. Those are very good points, but I would like to see a little bit more clarity in those arguments there. Okay, now we're going to notice now that the timer here, I can see here is 1 minute and 30 seconds, which in reality for this task, we want to be at 60 seconds. So when preparing at home, when studying at home, I want to stay at under 60 seconds, or you want to finish at 60 seconds.
Oh, the inflation, it's so crazy right now.
Inflation.
So
that's, you can't ever do this on CELPIP. Like, inflation is so crazy. That's too casual. Not even the casuality is the problem, is that you want to use a more appropriate vocabulary. Inflation is so crazy. That's not something that you would say to a friend that's coming to your apartment. You'd say, well, inflation is a problem now and prices are skyrocketing. That makes more sense, right?
My colleagues, my classmate is not happy with this option, so okay. He said that you cannot.
He said, not he say. So that's a verb tense problem.
Stay with us. Also, why don't we ask to
And then here,
this option? So, also.
Yeah, and here is the suggestion part. So this part is very important. She's giving 2 reasons why this person can come. And before she ends her speaking, she's going to give a suggestion to solve the problem, which is one of the things we teach our students that increases your score.
Why don't we ask to our auntie Claudia? I know that she
That's a good suggestion.
Recently a 2-beds apartment, and she was trying to find one roomie to share the another room. So you're gonna get more space, and
you are gonna get
will be more comfortable,
and it will be much more comfortable
in that place. So I'm sorry, I'm really sorry again, but just let me know if you are agree with this option, and we can speak with her.
Yeah, so I'm really sorry again. Let me know if we can speak with her. I like the ending. I like the structure. This student is doing almost everything correctly. We got a good introduction, good organization. We got good points, and we got a good suggestion, and we got a good ending. So in terms of structure, I'm very happy. I want to fix the fluency, the getting stuck, prepositions, and I want to fix a little bit of vocabulary. Again, not using very complex vocabulary. That's not what CELPIP wants, but I want to use the right, appropriate vocabulary for the task itself. The student is doing amazing. She's going to get there very, very soon, but I'm super excited that we can see this. This is a current score, CLB level 8. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know in the comments what type of score do you think you can achieve at this specific task, and click subscribe so you can check the next videos where we're gonna cover tasks 7 and 8, which are very difficult tasks. And if you're enjoying these types of videos, tell me in the comments as well, because then we can make more videos like this for writing, reading, and listening. If you want to learn more and if you want to become my student, check the link in the description, message one of our student advisors to study with us and get your score. If you don't want to study with us, that's fine. We're going to be here for whenever you're ready. Cheers, Teacher Mike out, and I'll see you in the next video.